Hi everybody. I don't know why I just became Dr. Nick. That wasn't planned. Inflammable means flammable? Ah! I've completely forgotten what I'm doing. I think this is part 7 of Mummy Necromancer. Um, we're on D15. We're gonna clear this floor and then head into Swamp. And that's the plan. So, I've been thinking. How the hell am I gonna deal with Spider as a mummy? In fact, it's been keeping me up at night. I haven't been sleeping. Just tarantellas running through my mind. I tried counting them, but then I just got confused. I don't know. So I think it's time that we're going to do a little bit of tech switching. We're going to be doing two. The first is that I am going to go pick up this quick blade. It's so cheap too. 360 gold for a quick blade is really nice. Alright. And we are going to bless that. Let's have a look. It swings at point... Well, our shield messes with it, but 0.6 at the moment. And that's only with 1.7 skills of short blades. It also only takes 8 skills, 8 levels, I mean, to get it to Mindalay. So it's so good with pain. So we're also going to brand it. As much as I'd like to get infestation from the Necronomicon, a quick blade of pain is so good. And also quite a few of those spells in the Necronomicon we can't use anyway. Let's do it then. Quick blade. Do we really want it bloodied with pain? Ooh. Does it get, yeah, so it gets 2 enchantment on it. So we've now got a +2 quick blade of pain. That's really nice. I think as a, oh, there's blood splattered everywhere. I think that's from the dagger. That's a pretty cool effect. As a general rule, in a 3-rune game, you want to get the quick, not the quick blade, the pain brand from Kiku most of the time. Even if you can use all of the Necronomicon spells, most of them, like Necromutation or Death Store, etc., probably want to be using them in a 15-rune game. So if you're just going for 3 runes and a win, it's a bit of a waste. Especially when you can see I've been spamming my Deliver Corpses quite a bit, and we're already at 6 full piety on Kiku before even going into our first rune branch. Whereas if you get gifted level 8 and 9 Necromancy spells at this point, it's still going to be quite a while until they actually do anything for you. Alright, so that's our first tech thing. That's not really the Tarantella answer. The Tarantella answer, I think, is going to be in the realm of hexes. So there are a couple of options that I've been thinking. The first is that because I picked up this Wand of Paralysis, I could train evocations and then just try to paralyze them all. I don't like that one very much. The one that I think I'm going to go with is stepping into the Hexes School. And there are 2 spells that do this, or the 2 spells that I'm thinking of. One is in the Book of Enchantments. Oh, I didn't mean to walk here. And actually, it might be in 2 of these books. Let's see. It is the Cause Fear spell. Oh, I already have it on me. Oh, so I don't even... sorry, my throat. So I don't even have to buy that. That's even better. Okay, so let's have a look at it. It's here. Okay, sweet. So it's basically like having a 4-mana Scroll of Fear that you can repeatedly use. And it's really effective against melee enemies. And because it uses an MR check, it's really good against spiders because they have low MR. So I think that's one thing. That's the main way. But if we're doing that, we may as well also pick up Confusion, which I think is in a shop. It's in the Book of Misfortune. It's only 260 gold, so I don't mind picking that up as well. Alright. If we have a look at our aptitudes, mummies are also not the worst at hexes. I'm not really sure why. I get why they're not bad at necromancy, but I'm not sure what the lore is behind the hexes being -1. So I guess as far as the confusion spell goes, if you can't beat them, join them. Which means I'm going to drop the Dagger of Pain. And we don't have any spell levels yet, so I can't start training hexes. I would like to now though. I'm thinking about it early because once we get to Spider, I'd like to be able to have my tools up rather than getting there and then going, oh no, there's no way to deal with them. So I'll need to forget something. I want all these spells. I don't think I can afford to forget any of these actually. So I guess what we'll have to do for the moment is train a little bit more spellcasting. Alright, here we go. Here's the multi-skill training. Where are you, Feel It, Master Ace? I'm going to be turning armor off pretty soon. Once I get to 8, I think I'll stop there. We'll get a little bit more spellcasting and then we'll turn that off as well. Alright, so let's go to D15. What happened? Oh, there's a bear somewhere. Alright. It's a whole centaur pack. Alright, I kept doing agony. Whoops. Right, that's non-fatal. Look how good the shield is. Just letting 4 different centaurs all shoot me at once and not really caring. And I'm going to go to the same step because we've already established that it's safe. This floor looks really interesting, by the way. It looks like there's a depths floor that's kind of like a... It's not a vault, but it's a themed floor where it has all these rooms like this. And it has lots of rings in it. I wonder... Yeah, this looks like it. Hey, there's another paralysis wand. This looks like that floor. I've never seen it as a dungeon floor. That's really cool. It usually has a whole bunch of rings in it. So, okay. I'm not as afraid of two-headed ogres as I once was, so I don't mind taking him upstairs. And then let's give him the quick blade of pain. Cool. And on we go. Shut this door. Force the centaur to come. Ooh, okay. He has a 5% confuse. Great Orb of Eyes. That's another confusion enemy. This floor is making me so nervous because I'm used to seeing things like caustic shrikes and stuff on it. Yeah, I'm really uncomfortable right now. I hope there aren't caustic shrikes on D15. How afraid am I of a Great Orb of Eyes? Not that afraid if it's just him. He is not resistant to negative energy either. So, okay, well he can... Alright, there you go. So he can still be agonied. That's fine. I was thinking maybe he was... I don't know, I guess he's technically a jelly, maybe? Because they become neutral when you're with Jiva. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I have a lot of paralysis now. 22 and 19. Maybe I should do evocations. Other things in the shop. I definitely want the blinking scroll. I guess this amulet as well. Let's find out, because reflection would be amazing. I'm gonna ID it though. I need to buy one. That was quite an expensive one. ID. Amulet of Regen. At the moment I have literally nothing. So let's drop Guardian Spirit and then put that one on. So that means we've got extra regen off our amulet and extra regen off our armor. If only we could have the regen spell, we could just go nuts. I'm gonna mark these identifiers just in case I need to come back. Okay, I think that's all. Chainmail is an artifact armor, but it's gonna be too heavy to cast properly, and I'm really confused now. Well, not confused, but torn. Now that I have so much paralysis, maybe evocations is the correct choice. What else have we got as far as wands go? Enslavement's good, acid's good, ice blast is good. If I had a wand of clouds, I would absolutely do it. I've got 3 points already. Looking at the relative cost, well, you can't really tell yet, but this is -2, so it will take more training than hexes. I don't know. I can compare it like this. It's going to be a level 4 spell, so I'd have a 3% failure with 13 points of training, whereas if I just get 8 points or so of evocations, it'll be pretty successful at paralysis. The problem is that even still, if they resist it, like say I have a 70% chance to paralyze a Tarantella and I fail it, and then it confuses me, I'm in trouble. No, I think the Hex's plan is just safer. Okay. Okay, there's a floating eye. And Vault Guard. This floor is pretty crazy. I'm gonna shut the door. How do we go with Agony? Pretty well. Okay. Oh man, we got stabbed there. You got distracted by the skeleton. That's pretty cool. I guess I should just be going around these rooms as I go, and there it is. So it is the artifact ring sort of themed floor. I've never ever seen this on dungeon. It's always in depths. Raksashas, they're immune to negative energy and poison. That's a scary demon that I don't really have a good way to deal with. I don't want him to copy all this stuff like crazy though. I guess the Sky Beast isn't too scary. What I'm going to do though is receive corpses and then animate them. What do we get? A quokka, a bat, and a ball python. Wow, thank you, Kiku. It's what I've always wanted. Let's go again. That's so sad. And we just got, okay, well, we got Hydra. I saw the kobold and I was ready to riot. What just got me? Okay, it was just a thing of energy. Alright, he's next to the Hydra. He should get fairly owned here. Nope. Can't Ice Blast without hitting my own zombie. Could hit him with an acid though. I think this one there is the real one. And again. No, that was fake. Yeah, and now he's starting to copy things like crazy. Alright, it's time to just get out of here. We can he's so nearly dead though. Nah, we'll just reset the fight. I'll take the troll up with me just in case it actually is a real troll. It looks like it's not. And then we'll just wait up and then we'll reset that fight. Alright, how will we actually kill you? Are you resistant to cold? No, so you can just get ice blasted. Alright. It's not extremely effective. Okay, well it did the job. And time to collect our artifact rings. I want to know. Why are there all these vault guards here? Vaults was on the floor above. Didn't get the memo. Alright, I'm gonna put it on. I could spend 70 gold to get, or 72 gold to get identify, but I'm reckless. Wow. I don't like the corrode on it. And actually, the art poison is kind of useless. And we're not in huge need of RC, but that's a pretty interesting ring. Not going to use it though. I'd rather just have the extra evasion. Is that true? I could have RF and RC, and in fact, I should not be fighting this fire crab like this. I have a ring of fire. I should put that on when I'm fighting this guy. There we go, that's better. Look how I healed up fully and went back down, and he still had only half his life left. That's with the 2 sources of extra regen. It's pretty cool. Anytime we're able to reset a fight, there's a good chance that the monster won't be fully healed yet. Okay, here we go, Skeletal Warriors. They can all get Dispel Undeaded, but I don't want to fight them all at once. Alright. Come on. Take this guy out. And the Crimson Imp. Switch to our Elect Dagger, which is the only way that we can really hurt him. Again, one at a time. Shields to 13. Could stop focusing it at some point. Not yet. Not this point. Cool. He has a staff of, did it actually say? Don't think so. Anyway, we'll find out soon enough. Let's not charge down to the next chamber. Again, I'm used to these chambers having caustic strikes and things in them, so it's really quite unnerving. Scroll, stuff of summoning is not very exciting. Dispel Undead works on Simulacra. I don't want to get Manticore barbed out here though. So again, okay, we'll just get rid of those Simulacra and then we'll pull the Manticore. Oh, they both came to me. Okay. Why do Manticores hurt so much? I didn't have Vampiric Draining, which would have made that a bit nicer. Wow, strong skeletons. That was a bolt of lightning. That scares me. Okay, it's a wizard, alright. Hit him with the agony. Okay, now we're on top of him and it's fine. It's just scary if he's all the way at the end of my line of sight and he's gonna lightning bolt me the whole time. Okay, we've got an elf here. Here's also the lightning variety. If I step to him and just vamp drain, yeah, it should be good. Okay, if I took another full-on lightning bolt there, I think I would have been in trouble. I have a new scroll, 2 of them, I'm gonna ID them. Silence, good. That's a good tool to have. Ring of Fire. That's not an artifact ring. None of these I really care about. Artifact War Axe, meh. These floating eyes are so scary when you have other monsters like this around. They paralyze you, and it's smite targeted, so as long as they can see you, they can get you. And it's not resisted by your MR. Oh, here it is. I think I just need corpses. Because if I'm gonna get paralyzed, I need to have something helping me. I need more. Alright, there we go. Okay, I got my armor to 8. I'm gonna stop there. That seems like enough for now. Okay, we have things coming. I think I'd rather not, yeah, be standing toe to toe with the Hydra when I have all these zombies around. Yeah, we're not afraid of Mephitic Cloud, we're poison immune. Yeah, this floor is scary. I haven't seen the Caustic Strikes yet, but it's quite a hard D15. Seems like this floor is always sort of themed to be more difficult than average. Yeah, Flake Ghost and Malay. I've never worked out quite how to say that. Gets pretty Dispel Undeaded though. They're marked as easy monsters, but they're actually quite scary because they have Smite and they're really fast. Go zombies. I don't think that's gonna happen. If I step next to both of them, they'll stop shooting me with their range stuff. That's a fire dragon. Okay. I want to have my Ring of Fire on. And I have picked up another artifact ring. But I used my only identifier. Okay, well, let's deal with the dragon first. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, okay. My chances to Wand of Paralysis him are not very good. My chances for Agony are pretty good, however. Okay, yeah, we should be fine now. So, if this is a Fire Dragon zombie, and those are the Fire Dragon scales, does that mean I've resurrected a zombie without any scales? Is it just showing all its inside muscle? I'm gonna check this ring again. Okay, that's no good. Yep. More rings. +2 Ring of Slaying. Interesting, but I can carry it. But I'd really rather just have the extra survivability that the extra evasion will give me. I mean, our damage comes mostly from the pain, not the actual weapon itself anyway. I'm sort of just letting this harpy be next to me to block the arrows. This is getting bad. If I get confused with all this stuff, so I think we go another corpse delivery. It wasn't good enough again. Okay, the stuff we got is not very exciting. Let's make sure we get the Great Orb of Eyes. This becomes a lot less dangerous once we kill that one. Okay, there we go. Now I'll start backing off and I'll just let my zombies mostly deal with it. This little blue dot that's on it means that they're going to turn into a simulacrum. It's basically what we're hoping to do one day. Got our spellcasting to 10. Dispel Undead, so good. Okay, let's see. We've got 3 spell levels, so I can learn Confuse. And I'll put that on C. No, I won't. There we go. Where is it? There, okay, good. So it means to cause fear, I'll need another 4 spell levels. Which means I will have to get rid of something. Or... okay. Or I have to train more spellcasting. I think I'd rather just stop. Okay, let's say we're going into swamp, and then we're going into spider. We're probably not going to need control undead for a while. So I think what I'll do, because I've still got the spellbooks that Kiku gave me, so I can always relearn it. I'll clear this D15, but then I'll amnesia, control undead, and then I can learn it again later. So I'm going to turn hexes on. In fact, I'm going to focus it, and just go to normal shield training. Alright, that looks okay to me. I'm trying to pick up another ring. Let's maybe drop some of these books that we're walking around with. Oh, I got an artifact amulet too. This is exciting. Let's drop our books here. We can come back and get them all if we need to. Well, we will at the end of this floor. And I think, well, let's try the ring. Oh wow. 2 points of RF, extra MR, strength +5, and int -2. That's so good for us. That brings us to 3 points of MR, as well as giving us 2 points of RF. Huh. Maybe we're not going to end up in Fire Dragon Scales. This kind of changes everything, because it's got the MR, and it's got the 2 points of RF. We'll see. Well, I guess for now that means we're quite happy sitting in this ring mail. So I'm going to drop the fire scales, I'm going to drop the ring of fire and the ring of evasion. Cool, that's a really great pickup. Yeah, I much prefer this floor when it's like this, because you get all the cool rings. But you don't have the depths level enemies yet. So yeah, no caustic strikes, no liches. This is much friendlier. And the amulet, I'm a little bit less keen to just try that on. It could be faith, it could be drain. Ooh, and then I'll shoot a couple of agnies and then I'll just let my zombies finish him off. Nope, no they won't. Alright, we got him anyway. Hexes to 1. It has begun. Another one of acid. I have 3 on this one. I guess I'll carry this around. The wand of acid has been very, very useful so far. Okay, I've got a bunch of things coming. I'm just backing off so we don't get any new ones coming. What about these guys? They're immune to pretty much everything. Fire, negative energy, resistant to electricity. Not ice blast though. Huh, well played. And okay, oh, it should be fine now. Ah, Azrael's there. That makes sense. That's why they were fire elementals. I'm not as afraid of him as I once was. He has Bolt of Fire and Fireball. Also Damnation, formerly of the Hellfire fame. He's pretty much your worst nightmare when you're a mummy under usual circumstances, but we've got 2 points of RF now, so I'm not too afraid. I would like a zombie army though. I mean, when wouldn't I like one? But wow, that's pretty good looking zombie army. Okay, that's a giant cockroach, that's a hound, that's an orc knight. I guess they're not that exciting. I got a lot of them, so I thought, hey, this is really good. But they were mostly pretty meh. Let's give an ice blast while we get the chance. I should switch to Elec against this guy. Oh, are they immune to fire? He just fireballed them all. Okay, they are immune to fire. Okay, that makes sense. It's like he's just fireballing his own dudes. What a savage. but he actually just did not care. And I throw out an acid. Is he immune to RN? He is. So he's actually a very difficult enemy. Let's get some more zombies. And I could see the situation going such that we might have to bail from it. Let's see. Okay, we're definitely bailing from it. Hellfire hurts, as you see. Alright. Okay. Underestimating Azrael. Don't do that. Alright. So his max damnation is 60 damage, it looks like. I'm a bit confused because it says damnation here, but then hell damnation there. So he could kill us. So we need to use a blinking scroll, I think, to avoid just dying, insta-dying. Alright, so let's read a blink. We've got 4 of those. And ideally I'd blink somewhere where he can't see me to then shoot me again. But I don't think there are any of those. So I think I just want to go as far away as possible. Going up left, I haven't seen what's up here, so there could be other things. So I'd rather go down left. So let's blink to this tile. Alright. And then... I think I should be teleporting. Alright, let's read a teleport. Alright, I think we're good here. You can't hurl damnation through these monsters because it's a bolt. Alright, we ended up at the top, that's okay. Let's go some zombies. We'll animate them. I like how you can't actually animate a shapeshifter. And we'll start running around this way so we don't meet Azrael again. Well, that's the plan anyway. He is coming, but there's a stair up here. So let's just get off the floor. Alright. Okay, so Azrael is a really, turns out a really difficult monster. So I wasn't lying. You can dispel and dead these vampire mosquitoes. That's kind of interesting. You might not think that, but yeah, they are technically undead. I don't know if I want to go back there. That was so bad. But the rings... Let's go back. I think we can do it. We need to get a really good like zombie roll and then just overwhelm him. I'm gonna check these hatches too, because you never know what's gonna happen on your orb run. Alright, this D15 turned out, he's a vampire knight. What's his chance? 0% chance to paralyze. Okay, we can just get dispel and deaded then. Yeah, this D15 turned out to be very much like a depths floor, not just in terms of it being a floor that normally is one, but the enemies are really hard here too. Yeah, we've done... Yeah, I thought finishing D15 would be fairly quick. Normally is, but yeah, has not been the case. I thought we might get a stab. No such luck. That's a Yaktor, Captain. Yeah, this is certainly not your standard D15 floor. And I've become curious enough that I want to know what this artifact amulet is. So I'm going to pick up and identify. 70 gold. 72. It's regen like our current one, but it just gives us the ability to fly and gives us minus strength, so that's, I'd rather just have the plain regen one. Oh, I didn't see the Hydra at first. Let's not do that. Okay. I'm a bit afraid of the Demonologist if he summons the electric ones. Hey, and then there was a free ID scroll. Oh hey, we've got a Hydra zombie as well. If we can fight Azrael with a Hydra zombie. There he is. Let's get another team. And again. Oh, we got another Hydra. Okay, we've got 2 Hydras, so I'm just going to step back. And I'd be surprised if this team doesn't do it. There we go. That was much easier. Nothing there is exciting. Wand of Clouds. Oh, okay. I said if I got a Wand of Clouds, I'd go for evocations. I guess we only did 3 points of hexes. Okay. Change of plans. Focus evocations. Let's ID the Wand of Clouds. It's got 3 on it. It's not bad. We have more recharging we can use when that runs out, but a Wand of Clouds is really strong. Alright, fine. Fine game. Let's test this ring. Ring of Wizardry. Maybe one day we'll use it. Not this day. Oh, suddenly Eden guarding the depths entrance. These master, it's not a master archer, but these archers, again, have confused, so they're threatening to your mummy if you don't have MR. They seem to sneak, or they kind of sneak under the radar a bit, because normally if you're in Elf, you went in because you had good MR in the first place. So when you see them in the wild like this, you tend to forget that they actually have confused. Check this last hatch. Alright, so that was a very difficult D15. Let's head into Swamp. And yeah, we're going evocations over hexes. What's confused look like? 43%. Yeah, that's our large shield messing with us. Alright, into Swamp. These guys can be spell indebted too. Yeah, very effective. Hit him with the agony. I'll use my dagger, but if I get hurt then I'll vamp drain him. That'll probably be our play for most of Swamp actually. We'll try to agony things, we'll then, as they approach, we'll then hit them with the dagger and then vamp drain if we get hurt. Shadow Dragon Scales. Out of curiosity, not that I think we'd use it, but I am curious. Okay, let's immediately get rid of that. Curse Ring of Teleportation. Alright, 2011, 22-8. And it makes us have 3 points of stealth. We could go the stealth mummy who uses a quick blade to stab things. That's pretty legit, but no. I'd rather have the ring mail. I think. Would I? I get RC minus, so it means I'm minus RC. But I get plus regen, so it's 2011, it's 31. And this is 30. And our spells actually become quite a lot harder. Okay, never mind. Shadow Dragon Scales is quite a bit heavier. So, never mind. It was an interesting thought experiment though. Okay, how do we hurt these guys? They're immune to everything we do. Elec and RN. This is so sad, but I think we actually have to make a zombie army to fight insubstantial wisps because they resist everything we do. Okay, let's go. Be careful of tyrant leeches. They hit really hard, and it's a vampiric bite, so you might think that they're nearly dead, but when they're not. You can walk away from them though, they're slow, so remember that. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. More ID. Let's do this other acid. It's got 5 on it. Can make that our primary one, I guess. These guys are slow, right? Yeah, they are slow. Okay. They swim quickly, so they're kind of like hydras insofar as they go faster through water. But just on land, you can walk away from tyrant leeches. That's a very ugly thing on Swamp 1. Okay. Well, as long as he doesn't come, that's okay, I guess. Well, he did. Okay, he ate 2 agonies. He should be fine now. Evocations to 4. Sweet. Get away from me. Harder to run though when you're surrounded by water. This swamp is turning out to be a lot easier than the dungeon was. At Swamp 1, down to Swamp 2. We got a stab. A quick blade isn't as good as stabbing as a dagger is, but it's still a short blade. And we got very little stealth skill, but a tiny bit of short blade, so we actually got a bit of bonus damage on that stab. That's pretty cool. There's a swamp dragon. I wonder if swamp dragon scales would be good. We can test it out. I'm gonna go upstairs to do it. So the RF obviously won't help me much, but it's at a pretty good spot in terms of it being relatively light but also having pretty good protection. So I'm 2011, this will give me 1811, which is 29, but then I could enchant it. It lets you go max to 7 and I have 4. So I'm getting my RC back. I'm losing regen, but if I enchant this, I'm getting more AC, and my spells are easier to cast. I think this is worth it. I have a Ring of Sea Invis as well, so I'm not worried about losing the Sea Invis. Alright, we're doing the switch. I'm going to enchant it. I don't know that we'll necessarily end up in this armor for the rest of the game, but I still think it's worth enchanting it now because yeah, the longer the game goes, the stronger our mummy will get, basically. So I'd rather be strong now rather than later. That's actually a pretty good rule for crawl. If you're ever wondering about, should I be enchanting this weapon up? Should I be enchanting this armor? As a general rule, yes, be greedy. You let your future self worry about that sort of stuff. There's Jorgren. What's his chance to petrify us? 0%. I like those odds. If you start getting petrified as a mummy, you can't cancel it. So you can't petrify me, so I'm not too afraid of that. I can't quaff a flight. By flying, you lower his shatter damage, But I wonder if he's willing to just shatter all these other monsters. I don't know. I'm gonna get some corpses though. That corpse delivery was sick. Alright. Okay, never mind. It turns out he's absolutely happy to just shatter everything. So what do we do here? Oh, wait, did he? He did shatter, but I think I took a massive shot as well, or was it just a shatter? No, I didn't take a shot. It was just a shatter. Okay. Turns out it really hurts. If I could get a silence on him, that would stop his shenanigans. What is he? Oh, because he's got a Staff of Earth. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. He's got the Power Enhancer, which is why that hurts quite that much. I wonder if it could actually do 76 damage with the Staff of Earth. Let's have a look. That's not what I wanted. I wanted Jorgren. Did I misspell it? Jorgrun. No, I didn't. It does not say how much damage his shatter can do. Does not say, so I have no way of determining. It would be a shame to randomly die here. I could blink next to him and then use the silence, and that would probably do it. Or I could start walking away and hope that if I take one more massive shatter like that, I can just blink away. But yeah, I don't remember what HP I was on, if I was on full before I took that. I feel like I would have been close to full, so it probably did roughly 70 something damage. Okay, I think I just blink away. And then maybe we teleport. Alright, we've got a bit more HP. We've got nearly 90. If I kill everything else and I can manage to get a silence on Jorgren, I'm not afraid. Problem is, so I've got 90. I think I won't die from that. What I'm going to do here is, I only have 2 fog. That's so low. Well, let's read one. And then step back, so it means Jorgren has to come to me. Where are you? Where'd you go, Jorgren? He just sat all the way back down there. Oh, because he's separated by the deep water. I see. Alright, well, we've got 100 HP. So I'm sure we can at least take one. And start walking towards him. And if he shatters me, we blink away again. Okay, please no. Please no. I'm just going to read the silence. Okay, good. Alright, so he's trivial once he's silenced. I think it's just not worth it. Alright, so that was kind of frightening. Staff of Earth is not very interesting to me. Yeah, that's kind of Mummy in action again. Because normally when I see Jorgren, I just immediately quaff a potion of flight. But in order to use it against him, I'd have to switch to my Ring of Flight and then fly. So I guess it wasn't a big deal. I don't know, I probably should have done it. Let's get off the trees so we're not just taking Zerk tree damage. We got lucky there with the 65 roll on him. And we'll go again. Okay. Can't dodge the Ice Blast. Doesn't matter how dodgy you are as a Spriggan. A one-headed Hydra. That's actually quite sad. I'm sure it was trying its best. And another one. This must be a vault then. One-headed Hydra is not something you see every day. It looks so cute. It looks like a Brontosaurus skeleton. Oh dear. I was gonna finish the floor, but I kind of want to just end this video with this cute one-headed Hydra skeleton. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it so I can start the next one with it and remember the good times. Look at it. Anyway, so if you join me for the next one, we'll finish off Swamp, and then I guess we'll head into Spider. Not looking forward to that one though. See you then.